Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk briefly about Unit 24 in your textbook. This unit talks about dietary supplements and the supplement industry. One of the first things that I had said at the beginning of the semester was that the supplement industry is not regulated by the FDA, so it is really a buyer beware market. So unlike pharmaceutical drugs have to undergo strict in-depth testing before they can be marketed and sold, whereas dietary supplements do not have to undergo any testing and they're not regulated by the FDA. So anybody can put, or any manufacturer can put a product on the market today and call it a supplement. So just be very cautious, and I'm just going to talk about a few things to be aware of if you're going to purchase something that is over the counter as a dietary supplement. So first of all, just understanding what that word supplement means. These products are intended to supplement the diet. So for example, if I find out through my personal diet analysis that I am lacking vitamin E, okay, I'm low on all 3 days in vitamin E, and then I look at the food sources that are really rich in vitamin E, and I say to myself, you know what, I don't see myself eating any of those foods because I just don't like them and I probably won't incorporate them into my diet, then maybe I need to supplement my diet with a vitamin E pill or something of that nature so I can make sure I'm getting that vitamin E. So as always, it's best to get the vitamins and the minerals, and things like that through the whole food, because you're going to get other important nutrients from that food item as well versus taking it in a pill form. So again, these are things that are going to supplement the diet. That is only if we know for a fact that we're not getting it through the rich dietary sources of those foods. Then it might be, something to look at. So there are many types of supplements in different categories. So the biggest one probably for most people is the vitamin and mineral supplements. Then another category would be your proteins and your amino acids. And then you've got your fish oils or your fatty acids. People take different hormones or hormone precursors. And then herbal extracts. And then lastly, your prebiotics and probiotics. So each one of those categories are considered supplements. And all of these products have to be labeled. So on the packaging, somewhere on the packaging, it has to say dietary supplement. So about half of the United States adults today take one or more of these dietary supplements. So it is very popular. But again, I really encourage folks to, first of all, make sure you're not already getting it through a healthy dietary pattern. If that's the case, then it's a waste of your money to take that extra supplement. But also understanding that these supplements are not intended to prevent, to treat, or even cure any disease. So remember, they're just intended to supplement the diet in areas that we might be weak or low. But they're not intended to prevent disease or treat disease or even cure a disease. Okay, and the FDA makes sure that if a supplement has maybe a structural or a functional claim on the front of it, that they also have to put the FDA disclaimer on the package saying that this is not intended to treat, prevent, or cure disease. And these are also regulated as foods. They're not regulated as drugs because remember, the pharmaceutical industry, drugs are regulated by the FDA, whereas foods, not so much. So when we look at that supplement, there's not any regulation really on that. So here again, you can see those different groups of dietary supplements, but over here you can see different examples in each category of things that folks might take in those particular categories. So in 1994, the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act was actually passed because people wanted to know what is in these supplements. We want to know what is inside this pill or this bottle that we are taking. But again, understanding that these supplements, there's minimal regulation by the FDA. They are not tested, and they're not shown to be safe or effective. So even though a company says that it's going to reduce the amount of hair loss, we don't know if it's safe or is there any side effects associated with taking this particular product, or is it effective? Is it going to do exactly what the company says it's going to do? Is it going to minimize my amount of hair loss? Is it really going to make that happen? So there really isn't any, testing done to show that. So the responsibility for the safety actually lies within the manufacturers. And again, if you go back to Unit 3 in your textbook, and we talked about the 3 big reasons why manufacturers put these products out on the market, and what was the number one reason? Profit motivation, right? So these manufacturers are not necessarily worried about our health, they're more worried about putting money in their pockets. So we just have to be careful, when we're buying these over the counter, whether they're weight loss supplements or different types of pills that we're taking, just to make sure that we research it a little better before we just go ahead and take that. They also have to have a supplemental facts panel that's required by the FDA. So on that supplemental facts panel, it's going to tell us important information like, what's in it, how many grams of, fat or carb or, things like that are in it. Any products that qualify could be labeled with a health claim. So if it's a product that's maybe high in fiber, they might say something like it might help to lower your cholesterol levels. That's a health claim. And then also they can be labeled with structural and functional claims as well. But again, if they have a structural and functional claim like supports bone health, okay, that's a claim, but they also cannot refer to disease prevention or treatment effects. So if they do have those structural or functional claims on them, you'll see somewhere on the package this FDA disclaimer statement. So if it says somewhere like, again, enhances bone health, the FDA says, okay, well, that statement has not been evaluated by the FDA, and this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, and prevent any disease. So each of these products are going to have that FDA disclaimer listed on it. So again, here's your nutrition facts panel listed here. So it's telling me exactly what's in it, what percentage of the daily value. Well, here, of course, melatonin, there's really no daily value established. It tells me the other ingredients that are made in it as well. So in 1994, they did actually enforce that ruling. So who can benefit from any vitamin or mineral supplements? Like I said, that's probably the most popular one. Many people take a multivitamin or a multimineral supplement. So these are all folks that definitely could benefit from something of that nature. Other than that, like I said, go back to your personal diet analysis. What vitamins do you see yourself lacking on every day? What minerals do you see yourself lacking in all 3 days? And really pull those out and then look at what are some good healthy food sources of those vitamins that I'm lacking and those minerals that I'm lacking. And maybe you can find things that you like and you can incorporate those whole foods into your diet. If not, then maybe it's beneficial to take a single vitamin supplement. Maybe I'm just lacking in one vitamin pretty consistently, and I just know I'm not going to eat those foods that are rich sources. So maybe I'm going to take that one single vitamin or that one single mineral versus a vitamin or multi-mineral. Because a lot of times the absorption in those multi-mineral or multivitamin supplements is not so great. So it's just best to get it through the whole food if you can. Herbal remedies and herbs are another big category today that people do ingest as far as dietary supplements. But I just wanted you to be aware, again, they're not tested by the FDA. There's minimal regulation here. So these are some pretty popular herbal remedies that are out there today. And these are the effectiveness and the things that they, are supposed to do for us. But then also there's going to be some safety concerns with some of these, and some of these are pretty big safety concerns. So for example, garlic, yes, garlic is great. It is something that, people take on a daily basis, and they find that sometimes it helps to decrease, their blood pressure slightly, but there's also safety concerns with it, saying that it could decrease blood clotting and it could interact with blood thinners. So those people who are on medications or blood thinners, they should definitely talk to their doctor before taking these supplements, these herbal remedies, because it could interfere. So that's the case with a lot of these herbal remedies. Just if you're on other medications, you definitely, want to talk to your physician who prescribed those medications and see how is this going to interact with those medications. So that's always a good thing to do. Talk to your healthcare provider before you go ahead and just start ingesting some of these herbal remedies. Also, these are some of the herbs that have been found to have some negative side effects or they're not safe. So again, if you're looking at the list of ingredients and you see things like this, any of these on there, I would definitely have a red flag and just be cautious about that because these are ones that have been proven to have those negative side effects and probably not safe for us to take. So as far as herbal remedies, many of them, there's a lot on the market today. They are poor quality. We've found that they sometimes contain ingredients other than those listed on the label. So even, that's kind of scary when you can find other things in the product that's not even listed, and especially for those folks who might have severe allergies, that's concerning. Some contain contaminants like bacteria, mold, mercury, lead. Male enhancement supplements are commonly recalled from the market due to contamination, so they're not listed, right? And then there's no government body that monitors the content of herbal supplements. So again, just be cautious and talk to maybe your healthcare provider or maybe your registered dietitian before you go ahead and start taking stuff like this. What is one thing we can do as a consumer to look for the quality of a herbal supplement or any supplement is look for these here, USP or CL. USP stands for United States Pharmacopoeia. It's a independent, both of these actually, Consumer Lab as well, are both independent laboratory testing facilities that will take these supplements and test them for purity and dosage. So meaning, whatever they say is in it, as far as the list of ingredients, that is what's in it. Okay, nothing else in addition to that is in this product and in the amount that they say those ingredients are in there. Okay, so they're testing for purity and for dosage. So as a consumer, we can at least look at this and say, oh, it has USP, it has a CL. Those labs, this manufacturer has actually paid money and sent their product out to these lab facilities and had it tested for purity and dosage. So that is just one additional step we can take as a consumer. And when you're looking at, all those vitamin, mineral supplements, all those different types of supplements you can purchase over the counter, try to see if you can find the USP or the CL, Consumer Lab, on there. And that way we can at least know that it has in it what it says it has in it and nothing in addition to that. So as always, buyer beware. Before you go ahead and just start taking something because you heard somebody say, oh, this helped me, lose weight, or it helped with my wrinkles, or it helped with this and that. Start to research it a little bit more. Talk to somebody in the field who knows a little bit about this stuff. A registered dietitian, like I said, your healthcare provider, things of that nature. Your instructor for the course should know a lot about it too. So good luck.